Hey guys, Michael here from michaelsherlock.com. Today I want to talk to you about the future of Siri. Siri has been the biggest selling point of the iPhone 4S. It's been featured on a plethora of commercials. It's been getting very favorable reviews. It is just really Apple's version of the future of data input. No longer do you have to type monotonously on your keyboard, or on the virtual keyboard I should say. All you have to do is click a button and talk to your phone, and it'll go ahead and understand and recognize those commands and take care of it for you. But right now, Siri is in the very infant stages of development, and I think that there are several improvements that'll be coming along the way in the future. I just want to talk about a couple of them. So first and foremost, it's going to have to refine and improve voice recognition. Siri does a really good job if you speak one of the languages within the standard dialect. So it only supports, a finite number of languages. In the future that will expand. But also, even let's say for English, there's a lot of people that have problems if you have a thick, let's say, Southern accent, or let's say maybe you are in Australia and have a distinct Aussie accent, or in Britain you have a strong British accent. Siri starts to have some problems with those different accents. So in the future, they're going to have to go ahead and improve that. Obviously, the idea here is anybody can just pick up a phone and talk to it. Also, there's going to have to be some improvements for social media networks. For instance, Twitter, there's already a universal login from your phone. So why can't you say to Siri, tweet, etc., and it'll go ahead and, since you're already logged in, tweet that information. There's no reason why it can't do that, and it shouldn't do that. Facebook integration should come, Twitter integration should come, all these different social networks that we all use. Why is it so cumbersome to handle that? Siri obviously has the technology on the back end to support it. It's just a matter of being able to link into these social networks. Another thing that would be pretty cool is if there were, APIs that allowed you to connect to certain applications. So for instance, why can't I be able to say, Siri, play Breaking Bad, and it'll automatically launch the Netflix application, and then using the Netflix application the Netflix app knows the next episode, so it'll go ahead and play that. Why can't you say 3 words, play Breaking Bad, and it'll go ahead and automatically launch up the next episode of that? Or tie into the iPod application, the video app, and go ahead and play that. That's just the next generation, the next incarnation. Another way, movie tickets. Why can't you say, Siri, and just tell it what, a movie. It'll pull up reviews for you, it'll pull up showtimes, you can go ahead and purchase it, all with one click of your finger. It pulls up all the data for you, and all you have to do is click and pay. Or sports scores. Why can't you say, what's the score of the AFC Championship game? And it'll go ahead and answer you with the score, time remaining, etc., all that stuff. That doesn't even have to, there's a lot of ways Apple can do this. It can use APIs, so developers can tie into that with their apps, a sports app, let's say. It can just use Google searches to pull that down. It can connect to ESPN, perhaps. I'm not exactly sure how it would work, but I just know that there's several ways that Apple could implement it and will implement it in the future. It also something, and we're starting to see this with some jailbroken applications that expand Siri's functionality, but system preference control. Why can't you say, change brightness, turn off Bluetooth, turn on Wi-Fi, turn off 3G? Why can't you say that to Siri? Clearly it has the understanding to recognize those commands, but it's not allowed to do anything about it now. Why can't you do that? That obviously is the future of Siri, being able to have full control over your device, full control over the applications, again with developer APIs, so Siri can be tied into any app. It's limitless, really. Any application that's on the iPhone, why can't Siri harness that and go ahead and launch into it and execute specific tasks that application can do, pull in information based on databases found within those applications? It's just the future, and that's exactly what's going to be coming. Now, there will be a version of this for Mac OS X. There will be a version of this for the iPad. But that's not going to come until the iPhone 5 era. Why is that? It's because the iPhone 4S really doesn't have another killer feature for regular consumers other than Siri. Now, obviously, us in the tech industry know that it has, twice as a CPU that's about twice as fast, better graphics performance, all that. We know that. But in terms of being able to market it on a commercial, to differentiate it, it's one of the only differentiating factors that the average Joe just knows off the top of their head, Siri. So if Apple went ahead and launched this with Mac OS X, with iPad just for updates, it wouldn't make sense to them from a business perspective. However, once the iPhone 5 launches, which I anticipate we'll see hardware redesign, then Siri does not have to be exclusive to that. One other thing that is a little bit of an issue is since Siri on your phone is just an interface. It has to use data networks to connect back to Apple servers. The problem with iPad and Mac OS X, those are devices that are not necessarily always connected. If you have an iPad Wi-Fi only, you're not connected anywhere you don't have Wi-Fi. Same with a laptop for Mac OS X. Although many times your laptops or desktops are connected and your iPad is as well. But if it's not connected, then Siri's not going to be able to work aside from things that are, system preference control, let's say. So that's an issue that Apple's going to have to work out. But once they can work out that issue, and once the iPhone 5 era begins, which should be, in this year, 2012 sometime, Siri will be coming for those other devices with these enhancements. And I will wager a pretty good amount of money on it that Siri will be seeing some of these enhancements coming soon, especially because we've already seen a lot of these features on, again, jailbroken applications that extend Siri's functionality. So guys, I'm Michael Sherlock from michaelsherlock.com. What's your vision of Siri? What is the one killer feature that Apple has to add into Siri to make it killer for you? I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments section below. Thanks guys, and have a wonderful day.